Hi friends, my name is Giggles, and I'm gonna tell you my top 10 fears. Things that freak the food out of me. Number 10, the thing that scares me is movies that take place in outer space. I like space. I think it's cool, but I just don't like movies that take place in it because the music's all ominous and you don't know what's out there, and it's usually some gross, like, oozy alien, like in Prometheus. And I don't think The Matrix took place in space, but that movie really freaked me out because, like, the thing came out of his belly button. Species. Oh my gosh, Species was so scary. Like, she was like half human, half alien hybrid thing, and that was like really freaky. And she was like trying to like get pregnant from like somebody on Earth so that she could have a kid, which would like turn into another monster. And it was like unearthly and just horrifying. Like, why would you make that? And then there is that other movie. It was a book, and like everybody wants their kid to read Wrinkle in Time. That's what it is. That movie. I don't know if that took place in space, but that was really freaky. I don't like things like that. And people think that The Matrix is not scary, but they're wrong. It's horrific. I dislike it. The concept is even scary. But movies that take place in space, I just don't like them because I feel like it's going to be extremely gory, and not gory about blood per se, but gory about giving live births. Because I've seen a couple movies where like a thing comes like literally like tears its way through some woman's stomach. Number 9, I am afraid of the fluffy faces of alpacas. I kid you not. Have you seen the face of a fluffy alpaca? It looks like it was supposed to be intended to be angelic, but it was actually created by Satan and his younger brother Voldemort. Number 8, I am afraid of being kidnapped. I mean, I know that, like, I like those jokes, like those pickup lines where it's like, roses are red, violets are blue, I have a gun, get in the van. Yeah, those are funny and everything, but for shizzlies, like, getting kidnapped sounds really scary. And I'm really small, I'm really short, I'm kind of puny, which means that the majority of the planet Earth, like, has potential to, like, grab me and, like, take me into a car, which freaks me out. And so, like, literally, every situation that I'm in, I don't care if it's, like, among people that I know or if it's people that I don't know. Like, if I'm going in my car, I'm, like, scanning, I'm looking everywhere, I'm making sure that there's no possible way for someone to, like, drive up or someone to, like, come out from beneath my car and, like, grab me and, like, kidnap me and take me to Alaska. And I don't like to, like, judge people that they're, like, bad people, that they're gonna kidnap me, but there's situations that I have to discern what feels good and what feels like horribly awful, and that there's like red flags and that I am not safe. And it's a really scary concept. I mean, like, I think everybody can understand this. It's horrifying. Number 7, I am afraid of tall people. Like I just said, I'm pretty short, and tall people are not. If it's a tall girl, that doesn't really strike as a problem because my mind thinks in comic books where if I'm the hero of my story and several other people are the villains, then if I'm faced with like a villainess, I can take her down because we've got like equal amount of strength. Like, she's just as strong as me, I'm just as strong as her. Like, it would be a fair fight and I wouldn't get as hurt. Whereas if it was like a dude, I'd be like, hey, let's talk about our feelings. And I guess it kind of goes hand in hand with like the kidnapping fear, but tall people, I'm just like, hi, you up there, you're probably gonna like step on me. And I don't know, I just feel more intimidated of tall people, which is the majority of everybody around me, and it just scares me for some irrational reason. Number 6, when people are mad and or are currently yelling at me. I get really scared when people are shouting at the top of their lungs at me, or just like simply just like cross with me and are just angry, unhappy with me, because I feel like the whole world is like against me. Like, I didn't have like too much like reliability on friends growing up. So when people are mad at me, it's like a thing that my brain does where like I sort of assume that a lot of the other people around me are also unhappy with me, and it just scares me out of my wits. Number 5, I am afraid of vor. If you don't know what vor is, it's basically when you're eaten alive and are alive in the thing's stomach, acid, fluid things, and it's just gross. I mean, I've always been afraid of darn, that one episode of Jimmy Neutron, and I'm pretty sure they had a similar one on the Magic School Bus where they like get minimized and they go inside their friend to like find a sickness or explore and learn, and they're just like wandering around. Oh look, there's the heart. Oh look, there's the lungs. Oh look, white blood cells. Yay! And it was just always creepy to me. I was like, I don't want to be eaten alive. That does not sound like an appealing way to learn. Number 4, I am scared of demons. I do believe that there is a spiritual world and that it doesn't take much to accidentally summon a demon. And that really freaks me out. I mean, I'm a Christian, so I believe that I'm protected from the majority of things unless I like do something like really dumb, like play Ouija board or something. But like that, even that scares me. I dislike that. I don't like supernatural movies like Insidious because that really scared me. And I do think that these things are real. So be careful. Number 3, I can't make a third number with my fingers. I'm afraid of being alone. Like, being alone is fine. I'm by myself right now, but I mean, like, forever. There's times when, I feel like I am, like, down in a hole underneath the earth, and that I will be, like, alone in this darkness, like, all by myself, and absolutely no one is there to save me or be with me or comfort me or hug me at all, and there's just absolutely nothing but darkness and coldness, and that's I guess what I feel like being alone is, like, put upon with pressure, because sometimes there's days where I feel like I'm not gonna make any long-lasting bonds. You know, my parents are probably gonna like croak before I do, and I just feel like when I'm old, or when maybe even when I'm young, that I'm just gonna be like despairingly alone, and I'm scared of that. Number 2, I am afraid of being flirted with. It's kind of ironic because since I started being shipped with people in the creepypasta community, like, I think 4 out of the 6 ships that I have currently are, like, scary when it comes to that, because I know particularly one, I'm not going to say who he is, but he knows who he is. Like, I mean, like, none of it's real, like, they're not actually flirting with me, but, like, it's, like, funny, like, oh, haha, because we're shipped, kind of, like, flirting, and, like, sometimes it's funny, but I'm just scared that being flirted with will eventually lead to me being, like, number 9, which is, number 8, I guess, which is, like, the kidnapped fear. Like, those 2 fears, I guess, kind of go hand in hand with me, because, I don't know, just that concept, like, really scares me. And also, I don't know how to react to flirting. No one's ever flirted me before, like, personally, in person, and I don't know what to do, and, like, I don't know, I'm just one of those awkward kids who, like, has not been flirted with, and so I have no idea what to do, and it's scary, and I feel like the person, like, if they're really creepy about flirting with me, then I feel like they're gonna murder me, and then kidnap me, or, you know, the opposite way around, but it's just creepy, and that's why, you will find me, like, making more reaction videos to the creepypastas that have stuff related with that, because it gets a funnier reaction out of me. And my number 1 fear is snakes. I am horrified of snakes. They're my worst fears ever. It started somewhere when I was, like, little, and I saw The Jungle Book or something, and the snake in there, I think his name is Kaa, really scared me. And then growing up, I just realized that I was totally horrified of them. Like, there's the ones that are, like, poisonous, and then there's the ones that are, like, big and scary. Those are the ones that I'm scared of the most. The big ones that, like, squeeze the life out of you, and they just, like, stare at you until you die. It's horrible, and what's even worse is that I love mice, and white is my favorite color, and I love those cute little white mice, and I went to a pet store once, and I was looking at them, oh, how cute, and then the guy was like, yeah, we feed them to the snakes, and that was not a good day for me. I like, flipped everything. It was so scary, and, like, they're so cute. They're like, squeak, 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 and then you look at the snakes, and they're like, argh! They're like the vampires of the animal world. Well, I guess that would be the bats. But I don't like them. They're evil. I mean, God made them and alpacas, but I don't like snakes. They're just the most villainous creatures to me, which I guess that's the good thing about them, is that if I'm making a story about animals and I want a villain, I'd use a snake. But I'm just scared of snakes. They like have like these soulless little eyes, and they have like this creepy, like, intangible body, and like I read all about them and all the different ways that they could kill me when I was 8 years old, so that if I ever got lost in the woods, I would know exactly I would know exactly where not to go, where not to touch, etc., and exactly what to do should I get bitten, or should like something start like constricting my arm or like my abdomen or something like that. I don't like snakes. I don't like them at all. They're really scary, and I've got to go. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoyed me talk about the things that I dislike because they're really scary, and I hope that you guys got some enjoyment out of it, because not my favorite thing to talk about, but yeah, let me know how I can be praying for you, and just shoot me a message or leave a comment, and I will pray for you, and also tell me what you're afraid of, because that's always fun, exchanging fears. Alright, have a nice week, guys. Bye!